came here because of a video I seen Joe Rogan explain a couple things. I want to kind of think about things in my head without the everyday things that are attached to life, like hearing noises and feeling gravity. And what I'm going into this is to see how it feels to just feel nothing, and just be alone with my thoughts and get away from everything that I don't know that's constantly taking a toll on my focus. So literally that's really what it is. And literally I've gotten into a lot of Joe Rogan lately and a lot of stuff he's saying. I'm not coming in here for a crazy experience. I'm coming in here to start the experience and start peeling away the onion, as he says, and kind of learning how to float, and then thinking about things and getting a different perspective on things that I don't really know that my ego is kind of blocking me from seeing at the moment. And that's really what I'm going to in this for. I've never done it before, and I'm about to go in. So I just got out of my first float. Definitely one of those things you need to get your training wheels. Once you get past all the little this is normal and this is normal, and I'm just banging my head off the top of the thing, I don't know where I'm at. But once you get past all that and you start messing around, and immediately I started seeing little shapes that my mind would see in the start of a dream, or it depends on the person, I'm assuming. So I played around and I started closing my eyes for a split second, for maybe a minute. Don't even know how long a minute is when you're in there. And then I opened my eyes wide open, and that's when you could get little sparkles or things that are going on in your brain that you can now pay attention to, because there's no way you're going to see those in everyday life with everything that's around you. So what I took from it was, you definitely do it a few times in order to, second time, once you don't have to pay attention to all the things you have to learn for everyone in the beginning, first time, that gives you more time to get right to business with, the what works for you. I'm assuming every person is different. If you got AED, certain things are going to work for you quicker. If you don't, it's going to take whatever trances you out, and making sure you put your earplugs in right, making sure you, turn everything off, and you're going to float around and get your position that you think works the best. But again, the minute you get out, the first thing you realize is gravity. You just feel heavy, and that's the cool takeaways you get afterwards. And then you're like, all right, I don't even want to turn my cell phone on right now, because I got 10 more things that are going to come. So, when you're in there, it's definitely a little mini vacation, and it is what you maybe prepare yourself for you go in. I recommend it.
So, how do you feel now, though? Do you feel more relaxed?
100%.
Cool.
Untangled,
Awesome.
Yeah. And I definitely think it's I'm not a big meditator person, but that's definitely a form of it. And it kind of reminded me, I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie Life of Pi?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminded me of not to categorize things, but this the types of images that guy's seeing makes you realize maybe he was just floating somewhere, looking up and just bugging out. So
the tiger and all of that,
yeah. But everyone takes their own thing away from it. I started getting a lot of different images. I watch too much TV. I'm seeing recall things from 2 days ago. I'm seeing pieces of Lord of the Rings that was on TV last week. You start getting flashes of anything that's left for your brain to grab, bring it to whatever's being triggered up there. So you need a bunch of these to actually get your head straight, I guess, and see what you don't need in your head. And I don't think half the TV shows that I'm watching right now should be there, because they're right away. I'm looking from I close my eyes, starting to feel okay, I'm floating, and I'm not paying attention to anything else. I open my eyes up, and the types of things the images that I was kind of starting to see, but you could tell they were there, but it wasn't they were blatantly there. You'd have to kind of look for them. I was seeing wolves and this guy's face from Lord of the Rings, and it was on TV last week, so I'm that's where that came from. So you just get a lot of stuff. You can there's a lot of pollution in everyday life. You could probably realize what you don't want in your life anymore. But that's just what I took from it on first float.